Hey there, hi there. Little traffic here. Anyway, we find ourselves once again, good crew, in the middle of Clovis, California. We're going to do some Clovis picking and see what we can come up with. So, come on along. Let's see what we can get. If you're going to do hose ends, always get the good ones. Even if you don't want to collect any, collect the heavy ones. Let's see what else we got on this. It's another one of those one-ended hoses. No, it has another end. Come on. All we have to do is find it. I don't know how they hide like this. You know, usually you see a ball of hose, you say, oh, there's an end. There's another end. But look. See? You thought I was making this up. Aha! Is that it? Someone already cut that one? Yep. Somebody had already cut the other end off. The lighter end than this one, which wouldn't make a lot of sense. Oh well. Can't make people make sense. Suburban jump seat. Don't have a Suburban on me. If I did, that would be handy. About a bazillion fishing poles of different kinds. This should be steel. Yep, absolutely. It is steel. We want these. And now that I have a fishing pole guy that I sell all the fishing poles to that wants to deal with them, I think I'll gather these fishing poles also. See if I can pass them on to him at a really reasonable price. He can make some money, and I'll get a little bit of money from him in advance. And everybody will be so happy. You'll never be able to wipe the smiles off their faces. Never. Let's see what we're doing here. How do I get that out of there? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay. There's another end of one. Don't need bicycle parts, but there's a bicycle part. If someone did need one. These make excellent containers for your scrap metal. These big pots that people are tired of. Yeah. They work out pretty well. Let me see. Yep, that's good for that pile. We'll just open the old turtle hull, see if we can get some of these to fit in there. All of them would be great. But I have another thing to drop off to another person that I found in a previous run. This cat trapper and other animal trapper, you know. People sometimes like to relocate felines and such. Well, I'll just put these up front because I can't get them to go in there. Come on, get up in there. Quit messing around. Get in there. Well, I don't think it wants to go. Okay, that one will go in there. That one will go in there. This one will barely go in there. Okay, got most of them in there. Oh, that was not good to break that. That was really dumb. Whoops. Oh well. There is another one in here that's better, I guess, because it didn't break. That's why I figure it's better. Those things are going to be in the way. I can tell already. Okay, let's get the steel in the back. Not being of high value, I want to put it in this convenient place here. There we go. All right, let me see. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't check the one in front of me. Let me see. Yeah, there's a weed whacker. Yep, you ever see one of these? That's what it is. It's for cutting off tall grass. I happen to have some really tall grass at the house right now. Here's a shorty shovel handle. But the handle's not broken, so that means at the swap meet I can get $3 for it. Easy schmeezy. This thing didn't have this wood. If it was just this steel, oh, it is heavy too. Well, with all those blocks in it, but no, it's heavy. The whole thing is very heavy. Whew. One of those times I wish I had a pickup. Don't have one yet, but I'm working on it. It's one of the mini irons in the fire, as it were. I'm working on it. Microdeath. One microdeath cord. Disembodied. Just like that. You're going with us, mister. Oh, but I don't want to. Too bad. Nothing there. What in the world? Well, I'll be back with you when I actually come across some things. Well, this is heavy, but the upholstery stuff belies it. We can't have all that upholstery. What in the world is this thing that used to roll around? Oh, it's a Christmas tree. Look at that. Part of it's sticking out of there. Well, let's take a peek at this here Christmas tree, shall we? Yep, let's take a peek. A lot of times they have electric cords with them. That's why I thought I would look. Oh, this is silly that it's stuck through there. Cords. Told ya. Okay. The lights came already on this tree, so therefore, yeah. It was one with a lot of electrical stuff hooked to it. Now, where does this stuff go to? Right there? Yeah, there's one. And there's another. And there's another. And if I scream, that'll be, there's a finger, because I'm cutting up in this side this tree, which is rather difficult to do, by the way. One more, come on, cut it. Aha! You have defanged this Christmas tree and gotten all of the good stuff for yourself. Look at that. That's a handful of number 2 wire. Number 2 wire is right now somewhere between 70 and 80 cents a pound. Insulated number 2, where I am here in California. Yeah. Now we're pirating. Are we? Yep. We sure are. I'd bet my sails on it. S-A-L-E-S? No, S-A-I-L-S. Duh. Pirate. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is a hydraulic press. That thing is beautiful, but so heavy. It's just impossible to put that in the car. Oh, I want it so badly. This is when I need a pickup truck. Oh, I need that thing. If I thought it would still be here, I'd come back with my van and pick it up. But somebody's gonna grab that. That's strange. Wood things. Actual plywood. Hard to come by these days. Dishwasher. Well, they probably wanted to scratch this and see if it was aluminum wire, and it is. I just scratched it myself. So they said, we'll just leave that there. Makes sense to me. This thing's got, now if I could get it off of there, that's got actual copper wire on it. Well, here's one of those things I love the most. That brass valve right there. Oh, I can't get it to move. I'll need an actual wrench or something to move that. But it appears it is mine because someone left it. And the other one. There's another one there. So somebody left 2 brass valves on there. Or not actually valves, they're elbows that feed water in a certain direction. But I sure like them. They're solid, so about 1/8 of a pound of brass a piece. Which means if you get 8 of them together, you've got about $1.80. No, wait a minute, $2.80 right now, where I'm at. $2.80 if I get 8 of them together. Oh, my. Okay. But yes, I would certainly love to have it. I think this will turn it. Let's find out, shall we? We want those 2 valves. Valves? Duh. They're elbows. Brass elbows. They don't turn off or on or slow anything down or speed it up. They are elbows. There it is in all its brassy glory. Yep. Yep. I think we about got it loose now. Yep, there's one of them. Put that in my pocket. The other one is right out here in the open. They flipped this thing the other way. So it's just sitting out here like that. Oh, wow. That really doesn't want to let go, does it? Oh, come on. They really tightened that valve in there, didn't they? Valve, not a valve. Anyway, they really tightened that elbow in there, didn't they? Yes, they sure did. Let's see if we can turn that way so I can grab it again. Well, we can tear the whole darn thing off and just take it with us. I'll take the brass piece off later. Huh, that'll work. Get the cutters. Start cutting. Cut this stupid hose. Cut these here wires. Might as well cut a lot of them if I'm gonna cut them. Okay. There. Well, we got the other valve too. Sort of. In there. Let's look at this other pile across the street. Popcorn maker. Well, it was. It's completely destroyed. Nothing left at all. Let me see here. This stuff. Wonder if anybody's got all the brass ones. Yeah, I think somebody's already got all the brass out of these sprinkler heads. Yep. And the ones with brass appear to be missing. Let's see if they had any extra ones in these. Probably not. Huh? Screws. Nice gold-plated. I'm kidding. Brass, probably. Screws for cabinetry and such. There's some smaller ones. Okay, they're in little boxes. Might as well take them with me. Okay, so that's no good. This is good. Piece of steel. Tiny piece of wire. Another tiny piece of wire or two. Aha! Here are ones with the brass in them. It should turn right out of there. If not, we'll turn this off. Then we'll turn it out of there. Come out of there. That won't do it. Oh, we'll take them with us and do it later. See, that one has no brass. Someone just spilled them out and didn't know what they were spilling out. Isn't that cute? Steel, steel. Those. And the ones with brass in the top. Oh, look at these. These look like Nipex. Super Ego Spain. They're the cheaper models, but beautiful adjustable pliers. Nonetheless, they'll get the job done. Let's see, another one with no brass. No brass in there. Oh, plastic these days. Plastic, plastic, plastic. No, that's too bad. I didn't get this out of the road where people have scattered it. I want this stuff, meaning this one, this, all of these. That. Wires. This, reamer. Reams things out to different sizes. Yeah, that's a nice tool also right there. Any brass in these little packages? Sometimes the brass nozzles are in there. What jumped out of there? I don't know, it wasn't brass. Okay, then it doesn't matter, huh? Yep. It's an electrical cord, number 2 cord. Must have been part of what was on that fan. Oh, more of this. These. Yeah, I gotta clip that off and throw it back. let's see what's here. Now this guy got through dumping the stuff he didn't want, which was steel. Steel isn't as valuable as some other things. What is this? I don't know what that one's made out of. Whatever it is, it's at least steel. Oh, there's some there. Put this in my pocket. That's pretty valuable. Get the cutters out. Ah, did you leave the cutters? You left the cutters, you idiot. You're not a very good pirate sometimes. Well, luckily that tears off of there. Got that end. There is no other end on that hose because it's a soaker hose. Yeah. Yeah, cast iron in the middle. Nice. Nice. Have that in there. Doesn't make any sense. Oh well. You don't need a microwave, do you?
No.
Just checking before I after the copper here. Thank you. Oops. Get that there. And where's that brass elbow? Oh, this doesn't have an elbow. It has a fitting that comes straight out. But it's still a brass fitting. So we might as well see if we can take it with us. I mean, it wouldn't hurt anything. Oh, one notch up, sorry. Yeah, these are great pliers for these sort of things. Didn't want to come loose. That happens sometimes. I'll dissuade it from staying. It wants to stay. Now it doesn't. I've dissuaded it. It heard my argument and agreed that it was better that it goes right now. Okay, other miscellaneous parts that go in that steel cooking bucket thing. Meaning this thing in here. Okay. Here's the one from that last one. Brass elbow. There we go. Anything else there? A little bit of wire. What have I done with the small cutters? There they are. I keep losing everything. So what it is I see a lot of nice junk. And I get junk drunk. I'm worried about the junk so much, I start losing things I need, like, I don't know, tools. Those are handy, right? Well, I start losing them when I see nothing but more and more good junk to have. Because I want it. And I'm thinking about the moment right now, and Not thinking about, well, what will I use when I stop next time? Oh, that's next time. We're not worried about that right now. Yeah, well, you better, because otherwise you'll have nothing to grab anything with. This is true, my friends. Take it as a lesson from a guy who needs a lesson. Let me see. She threw out a fireplace set. That dude might have picked it up, though. Yep, he did. Too light. This isn't too light, though. Or is it? Yep, also too light. If it was heavy steel and small, I would definitely take it. This looks like a lanyard. I thought it was maybe a wire, but it was a lanyard. Gotta love those dishwashers. Okay, let's go for, hopefully it has both things. The brass elbow and some wiring. Wouldn't hurt anything, would it? No, not really. Okay. Brass elbow. Nope, gone. This one has one that looks like a faucet fitting on it, or a hose fitting, and they unscrew real easy. So somebody real easily took it with them, I guess. There's some wire, and some more wire, and some more wire, and some more wire right there, and another wire here, another wire down here, a little bit of wire. A little bit of wire and a hose clamp. Not too good. Like I say, it would have been screwed onto that plastic piece there. But that's gone. So, since that ship has literally sailed away, we're going to do what we can do instead. Some sprinkler-ish parts right there. Nothing brass though. New ones, all plastic. They keep making newer stuff out of cheaper stuff, so it only lasts 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Then you have to replace it because it's plastic. Plastic is not brass or steel or copper. It's plastic. Not much, that's what. Looks like somebody skinned some Romex wire, which would have been great, and then put the skins back in there so we'd think the Romex is still there. But we're just a hair smarter than that. Not much, but just a little bit. Okay, right behind the car. I'll show you what I mean. See, it's meant to waste people's time so that they can get ahead of them in the looking at stuff game. They put stuff like this on top. But this I can see is just the outside, not the guts. The guts were copper. The outside is, well, plastic. So we'll leave it there to catch other people, I guess. Let me see. Nope, don't want that. Don't want that. Nice mop, actually. Not too bad at all. Not very dirty or anything. But I have several mops. I don't have one of these right now, though. Got a little bit of wire, but mostly it's just a piece of steel that's not very heavy. But we'll take it with us for the wire. Okay, these bags, mystery bags. How do you deal with mystery bags? Well, you step on them. That's real solid. It's probably earth or something. Real solid. Pretty darn solid. Always not a good sign. If it's fluffy, Look at that, another skin. I guess the construction guys were actually skinning it themselves before they threw it away. Because it's funny, there's one hiding in there. That's not a evil pirate sort of thing to do. Bunch of drywall. Nope. We're looking for that crackle or a crunch sound in these, and it's not there. That sound would indicate plastic bottles or aluminum cans, which is something we do collect. Yes, we do. Nothing in that stuff over there, just cardboard and plastic. Plastic, the scourge of pirates. It scourges me every time I hear of it or see it. Scourge. Let me see here. Wood. Tomato cages that are destroyed. Not very heavy though. Is that a dishwasher? Oh, they've already got my part I wanted. Well, that's too bad. I'm not gonna bother clipping all those little tiny wires then. Screw it. Enough. Aha. Cul-de-sac. Okay. Hard to starboard. Okay. We're good now. Some sad stuff. Too sad. But I like pieces of aluminum. And there's at least one of those. So I'll pick it up. That's fake wire. Wasn't wire at all. This aluminum is good aluminum though. Really good aluminum. This still has a cord on it. Well, we'll have to remedy that, won't we? Yeah, I know how. Hold on. The old-fashioned way. Cuts like a knife. Yeah, it cuts like a knife. You know why? Because it is a knife. A razor knife. That's why it cuts like a knife. That's about it for what is valuable here. Apparently we are not the first ones to be here by a long shot. Let's search on, shall we? As a good pirate would do, keep on to the booty. I'm always in search of booty. Always needing some more treasure. Well, that thing's been ravaged already, so certainly don't see any treasure evident in that appliance there. Some sort of a cold water machine, which it doesn't make water, so it doesn't make any sense. A water cooler, as it were, that plugs into the wall and keeps the water nice and cool, I suppose. Okay. What's this thing? It is steel. Awfully light. I see recycling. There's one. And there's one. Remind me to pick those up before I leave. What else is in here? Here's more recycling. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Oh, looky there. Oh my. Lions and tigers and oh my. This is a battery to a Honda, which makes it a full-size car battery. So that's $8 to $10. Sometimes it pays to look under a bunch of glass bottles. It just did. Okay, so we got the recycling, we got the battery. What else we got here? It's looking up a little bit. No, none of those cans are in there. Too bad. Here's a dog, a fluffy dog with a bent ear. I wonder if Sandy Dog would like this fluffy dog. It's a very nice fluffy dog. I'll ask her when I get home. Can't give it to the big dog because he might eat it. And that would get him in the habit of eating small creatures that are smaller than him, which would not be good. Correct? Okay, what's this? This is a cord on something. A TV. Right. I don't need a TV. But what do I need? Oh, I need a cord. A cord would be good. Let's just whip out these, do that. And a few recycling things. That's too light to take. Some spare tires. Recycle, recycle, recycle. And then there's this battery, which is what we really want. There's another one of these. How many of these will I, you know? Okay, one more. Thought I'd gotten all those I need, but I guess not. That battery, I'm going to bring the car over and pick it up because I can't get it with one hand, being as I'm not half the pirate I used to be. I'm getting old and I can't pick up a battery with one hand. By the top of the battery, if it had a strap on it or something, yeah, sure I could pick it up. But it does not. So, you know, one of them deals. Yeah, this thing here, this thing here. I've put that battery out there, which is very bad if I don't pick it up, because it won't be there very long. It was in the bottom of a bucket where it was kept out of sight. Thank you, Lord of Pirates. Thank you very much. Jesus has provided a battery, then we shall pick it up. Blinking thing for a while. See if I can get it into the trunk, which I doubt. But I might. I can get this goofy steel thing here. Might as well. Okay. Battery. Where would I put a battery? I don't know, but this needs to go up front. So when I go to see that man that wants this and is paying $30 for it, I shall have to get it out for him, right? Well, let's get it out now. Ow! That thing hit me in the ear. Yeah, it stretched back like this, and then this end came up and whacked me in the ear. Nothing I didn't deserve. I mean, you know, but wow. That hurt a little bit. It really knows how to hurt a guy, that's what I'm saying. Apparently. It has used its knowledge of how to hurt a guy now. Okay, I'm going to put that battery right down there, where it shouldn't contact any metal things. I'm sure it's dead as a doornail anyway, but... A doornail? A death knell, a door nail. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But I'm sure it has no electricity in it that can be discharged into anyone or anything. How do I do this? This thing here, up in here, like this. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I always enjoy more junk, as you know. Scrap Pirate Roberts. Out.